Hello! Welcome to Wally's birthday stream. King Wally in the house. Wait a second. All right, get ready to play here. Because King Wally. Everybody knows everybody's running because King Wally. All right. All right, just a minute. Okay. No. We're not doing that. It's King Wally. Come.
It's in the game.
Oh, here we go again. It's messing up. Just a minute, guys. Just a minute. Okay. Okay. All right, I think we got it. Hopefully. If not, I'll have to redo all this again.
to the game.
Alright, yeah, we got a problem. Okay. Alright. Mhm. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, let's do this. Uh, alright, let's share. Um, let's just do this. Because I think this is where I'm making the mistakes. There's that. We are in. All right, here we go. What a crazy end of the game today. What crazy with the Broncos today. That's crazy. That is just crazy today with the Bronco game. You know, that was unreal comeback.
To the game.
That was a really, really awesome comeback tonight. That was amazing. All right. First thing I'm going to do real quick. There we go. There we go. Ah. All right, here we go. What? Why? Why EA? Why is this doing this again? I don't know. It took me off the other day. I don't know. Let's try this again, or I'm going to have to do it the other way. Really? Okay. Mm-hmm.
It's in the game.
Yeah. I know why it's kicking me now. Okay. Now, okay. Let's leave that. I didn't want that. All right. Let's try this head to head again. All right. Let's try this again.
We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Denver has the first down, to play going for 15 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On the ground, here's Mims. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
I'm not sure that you would call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. A short throw to Ingram. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. A gain of 2. Nix to the air. And his throw here is incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
On third down, here's Dobbins. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
A gain of 3. It's fourth down.
They're going. It's Nix. It's taken in. It's been tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. To throw is Nix. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And the Bucs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Mayfield. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a complete.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack.
9 yards. And it's 4th down.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands. defense, we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Done.
And again, it's Mayfield. This is caught. And they aren't able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
So first and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick six.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert 33. What's up?
Mayfield down. Dancing to his left. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Baker Mayfield taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs are within an extra point of tying up. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10. And he's in for 2. The fake works. And they take the lead.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something that was built on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Another run here with Dobbins. Still going inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. J.K. Dobbins, 51 yards. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Real.
To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Hey, alert! Point it right. Kings! Up.
Mayfield looks to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
Hey, alert!
And for Mayfield, this could be a 3-play. Flush to his right. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
Regular. 20. Alert! Kings! Run. What's that?
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Mayfield. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Nick Benito. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
A final shot before break. Nix. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and now it winds up incomplete. Mayfield. And incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
180! Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Mayfield to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
7 yards. And it's 4th down.
Mayfield and the troops staying out and going for it on 4th.
Real. 180! Point it right, point it right, point it right.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They give up the middle to Dobbins. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. A short throw to Ingram. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Charles, still a 1-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner. A lot of people look at them going for it on 4th down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them. Got the ball right back for them. So, nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. His throw incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, this is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's 3rd and long.
We're into the 2nd half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Alert! King! 180!
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And that's going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now a handoff for Dobbins. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. This is 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's a give to Dobbins. And they will only muster a yard here to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Hold on, check.
Oh, look at this play call. And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Real.
They're going to look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Nick Bonito dropping him for the second straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
180.
They'll set up a throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line.
King. Run. Alert. Regular. Pistol. Down.
Now back to throw. This is caught by Evans. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
King. 20. Pistol. Hey, alert. Real. What's that?
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. To the right side, catch made by Ibuka. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Broncos' 24-yard line.
Hey, alert.
They'll look to throw again. Well, that's going to be a intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory. You've got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift, that takeaway. Even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. And this one is incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
First down, Tampa Bay.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
180. Up. What's that?
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Run.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. For the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down.
King. Up. Alert. Up. Hey, alert 33. Regular. What's that?
Here's Baker. On the move to his left. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Mayfield to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios.
He's going to sabotage their comeback plans.
Yes, sir.
Intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talking about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play. And they got it right there, partner.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Dalvin. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Well, this is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the second half, that has to sting a bit more.
Absolutely, and I really think that they're going to spend so much time pouring over this game film, trying to figure out where their calls went wrong, how they didn't execute on certain plays. They were so close. Yeah, this one's going to linger for a little while as they try and diagnose this loss.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.
Yes, sir. Reebok got the first win of my birthday night. Ooh, that was close. All right. Well, wow. All right, let's double check my 42 and 46. All right. Let's do the let's do option 2 for home. Let's do 2017. Let's do light rain. Let's do 4 o'clock. All right.
All set for kickoff here at Baltimore's M&T Bank Stadium. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And we're underway from the bank. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
No, we changed it. What is it?
There's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
He throws a bullet deep to the right. Big gain downfield. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First down, here's Lamar. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
At the 45-yard line.
Trying again, following the sack. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it, he watches the tape the next day, and he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
Third and just 2 to go. So in Reed, they'll hand off to Henry. And that short gain is enough for him to set it down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
He was looking for Mark Andrews. So it'll be second down. Lamar now from the gun. He's going to push one deep down the right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
10 yards to go.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Chased out to his right. He's running for it. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And they make this stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
Second and 3 now.
Second and 3 at the 14-yard line.
Trying down the middle of Henry. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
That's another Baltimore.
All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to the bank in just a moment. Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. From the gun, Jackson. Cut near the goal line. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get the game's first points here in the second. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are perfect 1-for-1.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Return starts at the 3. This drive will start inside the 25.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up second and 2. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On second down, here's Dobbins. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
The 36-yard line. A gain of 5.
First down, and they go right back to it. Winning their full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll run now on second down. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down. Nix. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick.
Nix's pass. Intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31. From the pistol, Henry. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
What? What in?
2nd and 8. He's got it at the 5. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Kicking team out to try the extra points. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens double their lead to 14.
14. Broncos nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got first and 10. Looking to throw here, shake off that previous INT. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running. Second and 10 now. He completes it in traffic. And he'll manage what he can up to the 48. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Now Nix on third down. Hits him on the out route. He's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
4th down and inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it. Here we go with Dobbins. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. First down, ball at the 36. Running it again with Dobbins. On the move into the red zone. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos make it a one-score game before halftime. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown.
Okay, you know what a run like that does for everybody? For the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense. It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Rasheen Ali on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Now it's Lamar. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
This time they'll keep it on the ground. Cuts it to the right sideline. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
Okay, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skilled guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Running now on 1st down, it's Jackson. The Broncos get to him here. He's brought down. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
At the Broncos' 47-yard line.
Throwing here just before halftime. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Marvin Mims now to return it. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Ooh, the wide receiver getting it to begin the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Oh, man, that just stuns you. That's exactly what you not think is going to happen on a 1st down run. They'll likely need now a big gain on 2nd to try to get back on schedule.
And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Giving that tackle to Kyle Van Noy.
Okay, that's a run that's ho hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. He's back to throw. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Another run for Henry. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Singleton on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Jackson to throw it. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. The stop is made after a gain of 6. That's going to make it 1st and goal.
6. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
From the gun, run for Henry. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. All right, here we go. Second down.
Second and 12 at the 12-yard line.
Lamar back to throw. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens push their lead further to start the half. DeAndre Hopkins, the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. First call here coming from the shotgun. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. It goes to the hurry-up offense here. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a first down. Offense up to the line fast. Third down run by Dobbins. He'll get them enough for a first down. Working quickly here.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Nix with it on first. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the fourth. So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. Still finding room past the 45. 30, 20, 15. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that two-point attempt. They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. Oh, did the Broncos get to that
Yes,
ball?
sir.
Yeah, looks like they did. 2-score game. Got to get yourself additional opportunities somehow. And that right there, that's a huge one. Feel like they absolutely now have to translate this into points.
They really do, and not just make it a one-possession game.
La, 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 la.
To a 3-point game here in the fourth. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground.
With that explosive run, this guy's right up on the edge of 200 yards, Kate. And with his body of work, it could only take one more carry to cross that mark and suddenly become a very intriguing subplot for the rest of this game. Can he get to 200 plus? We'll get to watch.
The Broncos will line up for the...
He's going to try and throw for it. And he hauls in the interception. Roquan Smith with the pick.
Ravens 21, Broncos 18.
So we're down to a 3-point game. And now, going to try to get it back in pursuit of a game-tying field goal. And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover. They may have caught them a little by surprise on the last onside try, but certainly much more prepared this time around. That one is not successful.
Yeah, it's tough enough. The numbers tell all of us, right? It's tough enough to do it once. Recovering 2 in a row, well, that's borderline impossible. And that Hands team, they were going to let their side down a second time, that's for sure.
He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First down.
They're set up at the 35 now.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the fourth.
He's brought down.
You know, you call that toss play, it's almost like a challenge to cornerbacks, Kate. You're challenging their will and their want to. Can they get down there in time to make contact behind the line?
And down he goes. The Broncos got there. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
It's now third down.
No, we changed it.
They put Flowers in motion right. Looking to throw. Andrews has it, working downfield. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 9-point advantage. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer? Nope.
27. Broncos 18.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Fields this one at the 3. He's got a lane up past the 30. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. Ball at the 33 for first down. Now Nix. Finds his fullback. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 43-yard line.
From the 43. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum.
All right, guys. Sorry about that. A little internet. All right. Sorry about that. We're going back live again. Let's do this. Let's go. Just a second. We are in the middle of we're back. Sorry, everybody. Internet decided to do a reboot. All right, we're just waiting on this, and then we're back. Just waiting on this, and then we're back.
It's in the game.
Oh, this is interesting. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Everybody. Okay, we're good. All right. Let's get ready to play, guys. I had to redo my stream because it decided to kick me. All right, let's redo it. Let's do Broncos again. Let's do the 75th anniversary. No. Let's do. Light rain. Let's do. All right, let's redo this.
Just across I-25 from downtown Denver, the usual 76,000 fans have made their way to Philip Power Field at Mile High, the home of the Broncos. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Denver Broncos.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Mike Tirico, along with my partner Greg Olson, it's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Should be a wet one. Off we go from Denver. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
Well, I think we both knew, Mike, coming into the game that special teams would play a big role, but I don't think either of us expected it to play itself out on the opening play of the game. I mean, what a return. That would have been something. He takes that all the way. What a start.
Ready up. 10 cycles. Let's go. Set.
Here's Young now to throw right away. To the right side, he finds McMillan. And he's in. Panarella McMillan. Touchdown, Carolina. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
The 31-yard line.
Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down. Tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
That's going to be caught. He's going to have a Broncos 1st down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
6 yards. That's good for a Broncos 1st down.
They'll give it to Dobbins. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Here's 1st and 10.
15 more yards. That's another Broncos 1st down.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss. The Panthers will take their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Out of the shotgun, Young. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Panarella McMillan was the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
Set, ready. 45, ready.
From the gun, it's Young. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. The Broncos have it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. You got a little sloppy with ball
security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
After that fumble recovery, a big opportunity here. 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Hey, Dobbins. Touchdown, Denver.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here we go. Ready?
On the bootleg, it's Young. No chance at all. He'll go down. That's the linebacker, Nick Bonito. In there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
Ready.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Let's go now. Ready.
Back to throw, Young. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
All right, so the first 2, they go clearly to the defense. You got 1st down sack. That sets everything of the drive for the offense behind the 8 ball. Then they followed up with a forced incompletion. So now 3rd and long, this is a must-pass situation, and the defense has a prime opportunity to get themselves off the field.
Into space. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. What a pretty touchdown that was. Nothing looks nicer than a well-set-up screen, and that was executed to perfection.
Mike, the key to any successful screenplay is the timing between the offensive lineman getting out and where the running back is when he catches it. You'll see it here played out perfectly. He gets the escorts out in front of him, gets the key blocks he needs, all the way down for 6.
Jaleel McLaughlin now on the return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. To throw is Nix. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
16 yards. And the Broncos 1st down.
1 quarter in the books. 14-7 is our score. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
J.C. Horn on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Now it's Dobbins. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
3rd down, 3 to go. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, Broncos.
A gain of 15 yards.
Mike, you want to convert on third down?
That's good.
Get the ball in your hands of your best players. And this guy, he is a playmaker. Whether it's out catching passes like he's used to, or working as a runner instead.
And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Back at the 43-yard line.
A run with confidence. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. He'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Denver first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now a handoff, running right. The lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Christian Roseboom there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second. Talk things over before third down. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
Yeah, so I think, Mike, this is one of those decisions where the conditions and the elements definitely come into play. I think in a normal day of clear weather, this coach makes a different decision in this situation. But here, I can totally understand why he decided to be aggressive and go for it on 4th down. I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play. You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Texas. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown.
Talk about establishing yourself in this league as a young player. You don't have to be perfect. But, man, when you get opportunities to make big plays, when they come your way, you got to take advantage of it, and boy, did he ever.
And now, after the pick 6, out comes the offense to try to really rub this in. 2-point conversion.
For the 2-point conversion.
They'll throw. It's Nix. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Damani Richardson.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
This field ended about the 9. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here we go.
Young to throw on 1st down. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
A second down throw for Young. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
To throw, Young. They set up the screen here to Hubbard. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Watch out now. Safety series. Down. Yellow.
On play action, Young.
Another pick.
It is intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdowns.
And Mike, and as bad as things seem, especially after that last play, the key to playing quarterback in this league, if you're going to allow bad plays to lead to more bad plays, you're not going to last very long. So it's the value of, hey, can you win the next play? And then the play after that. Those are the guys that really make it in this league, and we're going to get a good test of it right here.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Now return coming from the 7. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set. Ready.
On 1st down is Young. He'll air this one out for Renfro. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A huge play just before the half. 31 yards. So, 1 half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
36-yard line. 1 yard gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Down at the 37-yard line. A 1 yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Now a designed run with the wide receiver. A gain there of 15. 1st down, Broncos.
I like the element of surprise here, Mike. It seemed like everyone was so keyed elsewhere on the play that nobody even gave a thought to him potentially getting the run. Didn't take him long to see he was going to be able to clearly pick up that 1st down.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. Try the right side this time. He'll push forward for about a yard. Trevin Wallace in on the tackle.
A gain of 2 makes it third
and
down
10.
and 10.
They'll go with the end around here. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
That is not going to do it. Tries to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a run, just try to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. Remained a passer, found an open target downfield, and he's able to get the ball to him for a nice completion.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10.
Here we go. Chalk, 17. Red, 38.
Here's Hubbard. He gets it to start the 4th. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Open man, that's Renfro. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. Young hands it to Hubbard. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Drill, 52.
Brings up fourth down.
Yellow.
Now or never, they'll go on fourth down. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones.
Frankly, Mike, a disaster. And I don't know how else to classify it. I mean, that's now 5 turnovers.
Bye-bye. Thanks for playing. Oh, I love it. Oh. All right. Switching it up a little bit tonight. All right. Let's... Let's go. Let's do 20. Let's do Color Rush. Let's do Classic. Let's do Heavy Rain.
We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Denver Broncos.
To kick off for the Broncos.
And off we go from Denver. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They'll fake the give, now Williams. And his first look is incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Hey, volunteer. Let's go.
To throw, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Throwing is Williams. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? We got like a 9-6 type of a game, and then the pressure goes on the punters who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it? It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They'll go. Here's Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
They'll run up the gut for Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. It's Mims with it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Marvin Mims, 22 yards. And the Broncos post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, we had the scoreless 1st quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the 2nd quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the 1st quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Here's Williams.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Williams. And this is caught. He hits more. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the air once more, Williams. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring in 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Here's Swift. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. To the air, Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll look to throw forward with Williams. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Next to the air. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big game.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. The kick by Lutz is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, you know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's again to Dobbins running right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a second and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Here's third and 5. Again, Dobbins trying the right side. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run with Mims. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12.
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back. It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
To throw, Williams. And now the ball's out of midfield. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they get the foot. They'll they'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 10. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
A loss of 1.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They're going. It's Nix. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Working out of the gun, Williams. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and 16. Off the play fake. Nix. And this one is incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot. Backed up. To throw is Nix. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on the offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We got them now.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So 2nd down, and this defense certainly going to sell out to stop the run. On the ground, here's Mims. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Marvin Mims, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. So this not a stat
thanks
that
for
you'd expect
playing.
to see.
Yes, sir. Man. Woo! A good after birthday. Wow. Gotta love it. All right. One more game. And then I have to go try to go to bed. All right, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do some light snow. Let's make it a late game.
Well, when you're near the Rockies, there's always a chance of this. Snow continuing to fall on Empower Field here at Mile High in Denver. Tonight, we're keeping it in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos.
To kick off for the Broncos.
We're all set to go amidst the high-altitude snow here in Denver. And off we go from Denver. On the return, here's Nico Mejio. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he charges ahead, but snow and defenders stop him. Look like he picked up a couple. Only 2 yards, and it brings up second and 8. From the 28. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. Pressure coming from Mahomes. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. So it's second down coming up. Back to the air, Mahomes. This is cut downfield by Rice. Down to the 10. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Just like they drew it up in practice this week, partner, and the exact start they wanted to have in this game.
That's 100%. That's why you script and you go over these plays ahead of time. Can't you know this? Those amazing essays you wrote at Cal, that start to that paper was so important. It set the tone for the rest of it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas
Butker on now to kick this one away. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver is going to get it to begin the drive. He's out in the clear. Into the red zone. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos finish off their opening drive.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the Broncos respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Mihio with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
And Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see here, 2nd and 19. That one finds Xavier Worthy. Reaches the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs just need 2 snaps to steal a lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he charges ahead, but snow and defenders stop him. Looked like he picked up a couple.
It's a pickup of 3.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
Running it again with Dobbins. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead,
1st and
get what you need.
47-yard line.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Running this one left. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he's just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
His first throw is an interception. And the Chiefs get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. Second down coming up.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. It's a 14-7 game. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Blitz coming, Mahomes. Right back to Worthy. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm?
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down. Another try following the sack. He's got it near the 8. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Yellow.
They'll run, Pacheco. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Chiefs with a chance to boost their lead. Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Pacheco again. And he will find the end zone this time. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs grow their lead just before halftime. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Defense had a chance to scheme it up, now lined up to defend this try.
Yellow.
One of the tight ends in motion left. Mahomes throwing for 2. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
Broncos 7. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock still running. Going to the ground again on 1st. He finds some space again. And he's down to the 42-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. But you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
And he charges through the snow for a gain of 4. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Dobbins again on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and...
Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Put some respect on that corner's name. Corners aren't just on that field to cover. They can hit, and they can create tackles for loss, too.
Timeout taken by the offense. They're 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Give right side to Dobbins. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Stopped on a play by Big Chris Jones.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
All right, now a timeout is called. 9 seconds to go in this half. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here.
Bro, Nick ain't trying to come back on the Chiefs.
Mix from the gun. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up 4th and long. On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. From the right hash, 55 yards out. It's no good. He needed more leg, and he sent it too far right. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Give to Dobbins to start the 3rd. Now all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge, partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. 2nd and 10 now. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's like the snow matching is very
Makes it 3rd and
3rd down run by
see
Dobbins.
see it.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense up to the line fast.
See that little girl.
It's now 4th down.
Here we go with Dobbins. He works this to the 38 before going down. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Broncos.
Back to Dobbins on 1st. And he charges ahead, but snow and defenders stop him. Look like he picked up a couple. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd.
Receiver gets it again. And they're keeping him busy. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
I can hear it now, Kate, before it even comes out of my mouth when I say anybody but a receiver or corner is the best athlete on the field. But I'm starting to really feel like these DNs in today's NFL game are the best athletes. And when you watch one chase down a play like that for negative yards, I'll make my case and I'll stay.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
An 8-yard gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this.
Almost set. Ready.
Going on 4. Here's Nix. And he gets down to 24 before he stops. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Well, on 1st down with Dobbins. And he charges ahead, but Snow and defenders stop him. Looked like he picked up a couple.
At the 21-yard line. 2 yards on the
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And he takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's a gain of 5.
Going for the first with Dobbins. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Toronto lost a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
11. Almost set.
Going for it with Harvey. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
Almost.
Dobbins trying the right side. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage once again, that 70-yard line as they get set, 2nd and goal.
At the Chiefs' 7-yard line.
Again, it's Dobbins. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming and pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Ready.
3rd and goal, here's Nix. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Almost set. Ready.
Desperation time here. And he drops it as costly a time as any to bobble the throw on 4th and goal. That's a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, somewhat spark a comeback?
And he's going to push this one up to the 20 before they send him out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds with a nice gain.
That's a Mayer under it, deep down the middle. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Pat Surtain has it.
Kate, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Stop his running game.
Nix with it on 1st. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. This is going to fall down the whole way to the turf, incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, You really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Chiefs with a 13-point lead.
Oh, well.
Oh, you look, just doesn't get that. I don't need to get that.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Yellow.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs making a 3-score game in the fourth. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown.
He's showing out in the snow.
So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, it's such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s when we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
6, Broncos 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out. So they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Hold on, son. Ready.
Nix. Hits him on the out route. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
One play in, and this drive is already in the enemy territory.
The 47-yard line.
So read here, and this is Dobbins. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Trying to push it deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Nick's going to try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught, getting aggressive as they trail in this game, and that takes them 2 points closer.
Chiefs 26, Broncos 15.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And the Chiefs are able to make that recovery. That should lock up this win. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Well, even with that kick, wasn't much chance of pulling off the late comeback. And now that they've failed to recover, partner, I think we can take the fork out and you know where to put it.
Yeah, they went out, swing it. They did everything that it could do, but it just shows you in the NFL, premium for possessions. And when you stall out early and you dig yourself this kind of hole, awfully hard to come back and win.
We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They're going to pass it here. Finds him on the crossing route. And he has the Chiefs first down there, Brock. And the celebration can begin as they can run out the clock now on this one. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. This one's caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs have likely locked up the win right there. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Butker to try the point after. Snowy weather, no problem throwing that point after. And the Chiefs push their lead to 18.
Broncos 15. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. 1st and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Ooh, he got
to make it wide open.
Surprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Throwing from the gun here. This is Ingram looking left side. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
One hand, look, it's me. That's me. Only one hand. This is my baby. My baby, see, that's me. That's my baby with you.
Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete.
Baby, girl.
Numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Hands are tied. Gotta have it on this 4th down.
You die right now. No crushes. Now look. Damn.
Once more.
You don't want that. He's open.
A bit of desperation.
I gotta lie to you, little bro.
And they'll turn it over on downs.
He dropped it?
Comes up empty and off the field.
Never.
Hey, I get it. It's already over.
He dropped the fucking ball.
Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
1st down throw, Mahomes. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
Drop the ball there, bro.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
I'm going to tell the whole time they should have been passes the count, I tell you.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. Once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Ariza to handle it. Oh, and it's a fake. Punter with the football.
Drop the fucking ball.
Way too tough to connect on the throw. That's a turnover on down.
A bunch of these punters in the NFL today, I guarantee you, go back in the Wayback Machine, and they were quarterbacks back in high school. The difference now, well, they use their legs a lot more than their arm, and it showed right there. That was a dangerous call to go for it. It sure blew up in their face.
And that one hits the ground
Don't
incomplete.
look
So
score, bro.
second left now on the clock. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up.
Hold on. I'm gonna let you know. Look.
Every time the ball's thrown his way.
Right here, look. That's me. Look, he's open. He's open. Look, he's open. 14. 14 is wide open, bro.
And the Chiefs see the return go out of bounds. And Matthews, how this game's going to end. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And they were playing against the elements as much as they were their opponents and overcame both of them to secure the win here in the snow. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs, as we'll see you next time from Denver.
All right. I need a redemption game. Let's do. We are going to do a heavy snow. We are going to make it. I just needed to play much smarter on that game.
Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Tonight, we've got an entertaining one in store for you. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Denver Broncos. We're all set to go amidst the high-altitude snow here in Denver. And off we go from Denver. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. There he goes, right sideline. There it is, touchdown Dallas. The Cowboys go up 6-0 here in the first. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
And the kick is good, and we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. This is ahead for about 5. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's a gain of 5.
Running it again with Dobbins. A nice 7-yard pickup there. It's going to be 4th and 2.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Going to the ground again on first. And tough to run it just how he wants to amidst these elements. Defense on and behind that line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Now to be caught by Troy Franklin. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
That's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Denver Broncos.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so now it's going to be 3rd and long. Now Nix. That's cut for the first. Will not get any further, but plenty of progress already. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 35. That's another Denver Broncos.
Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Working quickly here.
No gain on the play. 2nd and
Nix from the gun.
17.
That's intercepted near the sideline. Trayvon Diggs has got it. And the Cowboys take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this.
Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
7 yards. It's 2nd down.
Another try following the sack. This is complete. Jalen Tolbert. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. To the line we go. They're set 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't very long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
So they'll get to scheme about this 3rd down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of one. 7-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at 3rd and still 10 here. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. We set it down for him at the 38. Dak throwing again. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game. Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Looking from the pistol, Prescott. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. They're going for this with Prescott. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. How about 19 yards on 4th down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably. They sure are moving in early, Brock. Here's a new set of downs at the opposing 43. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. So second down coming up.
Yeah, here we go.
Dak out of the pistol. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dumping the ball.
Connects on the crosser. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Now it's Prescott again. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grow their lead just before halftime.
The kicker on for the point.
Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or can they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Marvin Mims now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up second down. Running this with Dobbins. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. And this one doesn't go far. Offense in the hurry up here. On second down, here's Dobbins. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up third down.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play, but just needed one more component. Get that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
And he's there to knock away the pass and force a fourth down.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. They're going for it. It's Nix. Throwing it deep off his back foot. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs.
Ooh, that was kind of giving me a headache. If I'm more awake on that, I can usually go back to the rain. All right, one more game, and then I have got to go to sleep. Actually, I'm going to do the light snow. I like the light snow better. And let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do light snow. Let's do that.
Welcome to Denver, Colorado football fans. A great look at Empower Field here at Mile High Stadium. Tonight's a good one here in the AFC. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. We're all set to go amidst the high-altitude snow here in Denver. And off we go from Denver. Here comes Williams on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Queen 18. Hey, 88, 88, 88.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he gets him about 3 yards here on the game's first offensive snap.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gives you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. It really creates some indecision now defensively.
Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
On first down, Warren. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Offense to the line for second down. Looking out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They get 13 on the pickup. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. From the shotgun, Rodgers gets everything he has under this throw. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Rodgers here from the gun. Short pass brought in. This goes across midfield and into Broncos territory.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Caught into the hands of Fryermuth. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too. Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. Trying an inside give to Warren. I wasn't a fan of what was ahead there, Brock, but the bounce outside doesn't fare any better. He gets a lone yard at 2nd down. Rodgers here off the play action. Ooh, on him quick there. They bring him to the turf. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 9 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and 4.
58, jump out. 26.
Through 1 quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's 3rd and very long. They're going to get him again. A couple of stops now, Brock, they've made behind the line. They're going to force 4th down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he's going to get up to speed through that snow to break off a gain of 5. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Handoff now to the receiver. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
May not be the way he typically gets the ball, Kate, but once he had it in his hands like a reception, he knew what to do with it. He smelled that 1st down, and he went and got it.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Hold on a second. Get in here. Hey.
A give right side to Dobbins. Trying to find some positive yardage. He's across the 45. He finds him all the way. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos get the game's first points here in the 2nd. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. To throw is Rogers. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Rogers set to pass. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. 1st down, Rogers. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far, but this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times get away from something that's working. I like that they go back.
Along the right sideline, there's space. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. Oh, it's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Ain't buying it, Kate. No, sir. The fake extra point now. Can't do it. This game should be tied right now.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Ooh, the wide receiver gaining to begin the drive. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
This wide receiver run game, what it really does, Kate, is it tests the soundness of your defense. How assignment sound are you? Well, that was an excellent example of this defense doing its work on the practice field, and more importantly, put into execution on the game field.
He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
Going on 4th, here's Nix. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he's down to almost, nope, actually going to give him the 30 here. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. 1st and 10 after that last highlight, so they're at the 30. Now a toss play with Dobbins. And tough to run it just how he wants to amidst these elements. Defense on and behind that line of scrimmage. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Just an outstanding play by that safety, but I'll say this, Kate, that offensive coordinator, take note. Those safeties are flying downhill. To create a negative play on a toss, I can assure you a reverse, a trick play, something over their heads coming eventually.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And they can't push the lead beyond a field goal.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
One last play before the break.
Senator, 319.
Final throw before the break. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Now Boswell on to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. He gives it Dobbins to start the third. It's an excellent look on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackle made by Chuck Clark.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Dobbins again on 2nd down. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Makes his hit. He lost that football. Steelers have it. Headed the other way. 30. He's at the 10. And Pittsburgh's going to take this back for the touchdown. The Steelers take the lead right away in half number 2. No one else you'd rather have scooping up that loose football. Somebody who could do some damage with it on a return.
Yeah, some poor fortune right there offensively. There was nobody there to, number 1, make the recovery, or number 2, make a solid tackle on that speedster. Once he got the return going, that ball was headed all the way home.
And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. And he'll decide to pass on the return here and take the touchback instead.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
Call it up for Wally.
He's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. Again,
they'll run with Dobbins. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there.
1 yard gain.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Running it again with Dobbins. Now even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Ready.
Third and long for him here. That one finds his man, Ingram. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Broncos, first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Nix. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Broncos first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
This is the end of the third quarter. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the fourth. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here first and goal. They run the counter with Dobbins. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short. The Steelers calling their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's second and goal. Running for it with Dobbins. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Broncos take a fourth quarter lead. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game. Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
13. Steelers 12.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here comes Williams on the return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And he's going to manage about 3 there before the defense gets to him. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up second and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Easy.
From the 31. Got a man, it's Skaronic. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's such a good example, Kate. You don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower of the football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's an excellent job getting the completion.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
At the 40-yard line.
Blitz coming for Rodgers. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up. So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. He's back to throw. That's caught for the first. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Broncos' 41-yard line.
18. Yeah, there.
Here's 2nd and 11. Completed over the middle. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down is short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That's the 24-yard line.
Here he is to throw. And he's got it. It's in close. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here's Mims. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Incomplete.
50 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. Looking to throw it. And is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
The deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on 4th down. Desperation time here. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Well, if nothing else, that proves they're not afraid to take a shot on any given snap. And with enough looks, eventually, one's going to connect.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Looking slant route, complete. And it's going to be a win for the Steelers. He gets them the first, and they can run this clock out. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. The drive picks up here. 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. Connects on the crosser. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll give right side to Gainwell. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. So now here's 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw it. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Bronk, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle reminder, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. A touchdown will put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal.
58!
From the shotgun, Rodgers. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown!
Touchdown.
Now that one might not sit so well with everybody down on the field. Heck, maybe some of his own guys too, but he had a chance at a touchdown as time expired, Brock, and it was just too much for him.
All right, that was good. That was an okay game. So, all right. Well, I'll probably go live tomorrow night. I don't know yet. I am getting ready to go to bed, everybody. Everybody have a good night. Thanks for people that came in. I just want to say, too sweet and good night. Too sweet.